Shalom and good day. This is Tehillim29 back again for some DC reviews, and in these DC reviews I'll be covering Batman issue 10 by Matt Fraction and The Adventures of Superman by Philip Kennedy Johnson. I'll now get things ready and organize for the first one I'll be reviewing. So first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside of the story? In some essence it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, as we have a look around the beginning, the middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we get to see members of the Bat family in a little bit of communication after the events of the destruction of Wayne Manor. As things advance a little bit further, we do see the return of, I think it's Dr. Zala within the story. I don't think I've actually covered the character to which where Dr. Zala is. As things advance towards the middle of the story, we of course still get to catch up with what some of the members of the Bat family are doing, along with the return of Selina Kyle and the return of a new bat signal. For the internal art, I give a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise? No, we don't. Next is the locations within the stories. So the main one being Gotham, and we got to go to quite a number of places within Gotham. One of those places also being Little Tokyo. Last but not least, the cast of characters consisting of Vandal Savage, Damian Wayne Robin, Stephanie Brown Batgirl. We also have Duke Thomas Signal. We had Commissioner Gordon, Hugo Strange, Dr. Zala, Bruce Wayne Batman, AI Fred. That's what I'm calling him, not Alfred, but I'm calling him AI Fred. Catwoman, and Barbara Gordon Oracle. My overall rating for the story is a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the adventures of Superman issue 9. So as we move into the adventures of Superman issue 9, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Not really. It feels like it may have been the wrong cover for this particular chapter. To which I give it a 6 out of 10. Next is the area of the internal art, to which we'll have a look around the beginning, the middle, of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise with the characters. So as the story begins, we have the mention of one of the Brainiac characters that are connected to this particular side story universe, and how they'll be helping like the main characters, including Rowan, his twin sister, and anyone else that is sort of like connected to the super family in this particular future. As the story advances, we see one of the super twins, and I want to point out something is that I think a slight error was made in this, because we have this super twin being mentioned as a boy when it's actually, I think it's Ophira, to which is actually the female twin of the super twins. And last but not least, towards the end, for the internal art, I give it a 7 out of 10. Next is the area of the story rating. So first things first, do we get anything time-wise? Not really. Next is the locations within the story. We got to see a place by the name of Elysium. And we also got to see Tamaran. Next is the cast of characters consisting of Pyros, Krill Ux, Ronan, Brainiac 3, or is it 4? It's one of them. We had Fiandor and the New Generation Mongol. My overall rating for this story is a 6 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.